On some things, excuse me, I am a pretty quick study. Um, but sometimes, you are doing something and you've done it a million times, and then you realize something really, really simple. So my thing lately, or the latest thing, so the Copic sketch uh, thing. Every time I get these, I seem to, I use the brush tip a lot right there. Probably more so on the sketch than the flat. So I was using it, and every time I put it back, and I'd like to put, if I was thinking about it, but in the moment of, you're doing stuff and you're switching up markers pretty quick, I would end up putting them back in. Let me get my little case here. So I usually keep them in the case it came in. I'll get them and put them back in here, and ideally I would have the brush tip down, so when I get it out, and then there it is, right? Never happens. I usually always have to pick it up. So I'd always pick it up and look at it to see. So you can see it has a little picture there of which end is which. And for the last, how long have I been using Copics? 4, 5 years? I've been looking at the picture to see which end was the brush end. And then I realized, wait a minute, why does this have a gray thing on all of them? See, one end is gray? Because that's the brush tip, Brian. Just look for the gray little mark on that end, and you don't have to look at the picture. So if you're using Copics, and you're as unobservant as I am apparently, a quick way to speed up your workflow is just look for that little gray mark there. Now, the original marker, which I have a lot of these. Usually when I buy markers now, it's going to be these. I don't use the... I like these because the nibs are bigger and they hold a little bit more ink. Not really so much a mark there. Anyway, maybe there is. Maybe I'll notice it in another 4 years. So uh, that's my workflow advice for you. That I just hit on by accident. So I put up my San Diego sketch. So I think did I talk about this? I don't remember. So I kept a sketchbook in San Diego, right? Scanned them all in, made a PDF, put it up on gumroad.com, which is a website you can upload for. They kind of handle anything you sell digitally. I haven't figured out, I know there's a way, but I haven't figured out a good system right on my website. So I just put the digital stuff up there. And I don't have much. I have an old sketchbook. I have a William the Last. You can buy a William the Last for like $1.99. The Kickstarter issue, but I put up that sketchbook and I promoted it, and people retweeted it a bit, and I've sold 2. And this was my same experience with the last book. I have I think I'm going to keep putting digital stuff up there regularly. I think I'm going to take my how to color comics tutorial that on my website at brian-shearer.com. Again, open in a new window. Don't leave directly from my YouTube channel to go there. It helps. Helps me. It's no different really for you. But I think I want to make that into an ebook. And just kind of have those things available and promote them here and there to sell. But I don't know how much other people sell on digital things. My own experience has been very, very few people actually buy the things. So when you're trying to promote yourself, you're trying to, as an artist, get different income streams. And you can, it's a mistake. I've said this before. It really is 1% of all your total audience is actually going to spend money on your stuff. So if you've got 1,000 followers on Instagram or wherever, or on Twitter especially, that's a very small margin of that's actually going to act on purchasing things, and that can get a little frustrating. It's just a matter of, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I'm still going to do it. I enjoy putting together the stuff and having them at least up there. But I thought I would sell more than 2. I haven't as of yet. I haven't promoted it as much too. Again, you put something up on Twitter and it's gone like that, and especially the last week with all the, which I'm not going to get into, with all the they're in the comic social media dumb. There's lots of drama and things, and honestly, I think for some people that swallow, you get so emotionally charged about things that I don't know that that's a good a good you show up to people arguing in the street and say, hey, you want to buy this? That may affect things too. So I don't know. We'll see where what success I have with that. Well, I said before I'm really going to put my nose to the grindstone on William Last, which I was just working on. I'm going to try to get a page up today or tomorrow, and hopefully I will be able to get to book one. I've been going back and forth. Should I actively really push to get a publisher? And I submitted it to that Scholastic open call for submissions, and they said they would announce the winners by July 31st. I haven't heard anything. In fact, the submission thing is still up there. They haven't changed their website, but I'm assuming that it was rejected. I didn't actually inspect anything, but I kind of sent it into them and didn't do anything else with it. I haven't submitted anywhere else. I think I'm going to probably submit it to a bunch of different places. But on the other hand, I'm wondering whether or not it's a project that I want to kind of keep a self-published Kickstarter kind of thing and just build up that audience. And it's really kind of fallen by the wayside in the last year as far as, well, building up the audience and putting out pages and everything. Again, it's, you get to a certain level trying to make a living doing art, you're doing 100 different things, and it's easy for your focus to shift over here. And because I am the factory and the office and you imagine you have a factory, and when the weird thing about being a self-employed artist is you're making this product of art, but the moment you have to step into the office off the floor to do things, the factory shuts down, right? It would be like a factory that every time the phone rings, the factory shuts down. Every time you have to, mail something, the factory shuts down. Every time you get caught up doing business-y things and promotion things, the factory shuts down. And vice versa. When you're actually doing that thing, none of that other stuff is getting done. So there's definitely a balance, and it is things do reach a point where you need help, and I have a little help, but only. I mean, Chris comes in and does the eBay stuff. My wife helps me here and there with shipping and stuff. I haven't really asked her to do much. She would do more, but we have a lot going on. But I'm the only person that really knows what needs to be done, and a lot of it. I'm here all the time, so I know when it needs to be done, and I can do it really, really fast. But again, every time I do that, the factory shuts down. So I'm trying to spend, I think, more time streamlining things, streamlining my life, really. I've got to be, in the spring, I was really doing well when school was in, and it was part of my schedule where I'll drop off my son, and I had 30 minutes to kill before going to the gym and get my day started. And at 30 minutes, I would sit in a coffee shop. I would schedule social media posts, get it done. They would go out throughout the day. That worked great. But when my schedule changed, all that stopped. I need to get back to doing that just in general as a habit, and backing off I've kind of slipped back in the habit of checking like email and social media and blah 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 blah, and that's not really a good habit. It's killing productivity. So kind of need to streamline my life and be a little bit more diligent. The summer has been schedule wise absolutely 100% disruptive, and we still haven't sold the house. See, I'm still here in the same place. In fact, the guy is coming. Our realtor is coming Friday to take pictures. So I'm actually now, the factory shut down at the moment because I'm doing house stuff. I'm actually waiting on the plumber. So I had a leaky faucet, and I went on YouTube and I saw, oh, you can fix this really easy. Blah blah blah. This is the parts you need for the type of faucet you have, and I did all that. Didn't work. So I tried. It was a valiant effort. If you want me to draw a picture of the faucet, I can do that for you. I could probably do a pretty good drawing from memory of the inside workings of it, but I can't put it back together. So I'm actually waiting in the next 10 minutes or so. The plumber's gonna fix my mistakes. But so that's all this week what I'm what I'm doing, and I am working on here and there, bleeding the last and shipping things and stuff. So I guess this post has really become the hodgepodge of the State of the Union after the summer. I'm a little bit fatter from my schedule, so you know every year or every show I go to, I'm like, I'm gonna eat well, I'm gonna get sleep, I'm gonna go to the gym in the hotel, and it lasts a day. So my my trainer at the MMA gym where I work out, he went out of town to like a Red Gear University training thing, like with learn all this stuff. So it's all like active people there, and he came back and he was like, when you're on the road, it's like he's like, I thought I would do well, but it seemed like my goal was to eat everything in sight. And so I'm like, his experience, and it's his job to stay in shape, really. And he's like, when I'm on the road, you can do it a day, and then it's all about schedule. So basically, everything in life, routine is really important. So my routine for San Diego, in between San Diego and the family vacation, was just completely obliterated, and I'm only just now. And by the way, you get to a certain point when where you're on vacation, you're just like, well, I'm just gonna eat whatever, and then you just feel like crap. Overindulgence does not make you happy. There's the lesson. So I'm trying to deal with that, and sorry for banging on my table. So my table's still flat. I'm getting kind of used to it. I've actually got my little stand sitting on here. It is better for filming things that I'm drawing, which I need to do more of that. I've actually got a little stand right here, a little thing I can attach this camera to. Shoulders feel better. If you weren't aware, I was apparently, because my board was up, I was jamming up my shoulders, and I did re-sprain my AC joint, but it's always something. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go try to work a little bit until the doorbell rings and the plumber gets here. And I will see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, know what you're supposed to say, do all that. And go check out my website, brian-shearer.com or williamthelast.com. Just do it in a new window so that I can, whatever. I'm all worried about, like, well, I'm not really worried about it, but I've paid so much attention to the analytics and do this and do this and do this and do this, and now I'm just like, you know what? Here's my video. Go check out my stuff. So it seems like the most popular, I don't know, the most successful YouTubers, and even really anything, yes, some of them, I'm sure they're doing a lot of the right things, but a lot of things that catch on are not the people that seem to be, like, worrying so much about that. I could be wrong. I mean, they're doing smart things, but it's more about what the video is about, which means this video is not going anywhere. So if you've bared with me this long, you're awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow.